Hello everyone, Giltar here with a video response to Like-It's 1985's recent vlog entitled YouTube Video Rating System, A Time for Change. Now I definitely agree that the rating system could do with some improvement or upgrading or updating, but I think there's a larger issue sort of in this picture, and the video rating system and its implementation is part of it, in that I personally view YouTube's current management and administration as something that could definitely use some extra work. For example, on the sort of less significant or serious side of issues with YouTube's administration is something like the rating system, which has a lot of potential for abuse. On the higher and more significant side of things is the issue of DMCA, or the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, filings that some people have been victim of. A lot of people have had their videos flagged for violation of the DMCA, and unrightfully so. This has caused a problem in more maybe active channels with certain types of discussions, such as religion and politics, but it is something that has affected some other people as well on the more sort of hobby side of interests and in different areas of uses of YouTube. So even though I am kind of getting off track about the rating system, I believe that the rating system issue is a symptom of a larger problem involving YouTube's administration. I mean, we've seen similar problems before where, I don't know if it's still happening, but there are some problems with people who are trying to upload MPEG-4 videos in that format, and for some reason YouTube's compression or conversion process doubles the length of the video, so that if you put in a 10-minute video in MPEG-4 format and upload it to YouTube, YouTube will go ahead and convert and compress it and do whatever it does, but it ends up making it twice the length essentially, so that you have still your 10-minute video, but then right after the video you have like 10 minutes of extra dead air and dead basically data. Things like that have been going on for a while now. I mean, I personally don't upload in MPEG-4 format. I tried that at first, and it doubled my videos duration basically. So now I use just FLV format for my videos, which is much smaller, not too bad in terms of compromise of video and audio quality. So actually I think that's a good option. But for people who want to, basically create videos and upload videos in a higher quality format, they do have to do extra juggling on the editing end in order to make it in such a way that YouTube does not mess up the conversion of the video when you upload it. So I mean, that's another example of there are some fundamental failings in the administration of YouTube's management at this moment. And these problems, like the video issue, the format, have been going on for several months now. And I don't believe they've completely fixed the problem. Now, to be honest, YouTube is owned by Google now. It's a large company. It should have the manpower to be able to resolve these issues in a timely fashion. Now, I'm not talking about hours or even days, but certainly after a couple of weeks, issues like this should be resolved. Now, I personally work with a company that has dealings with international corporations, and it is an IT company. So we do deal with technology, and we are talking about contracts that are worth millions of dollars. And if we don't fix problems quickly, that means a lot of money is lost, and a lot of people are upset because they're investing money in our company to fix a problem. Now, YouTube and Google's relationship is a little different, but the same idea is that YouTube and Google are big money makers, and perhaps these failings in their system do not cause a large loss of money, a large loss of profit, but it is, I imagine, causing some impact upon what they could have been making at some point. I mean, they could be making more money if they just fixed certain problems. Perhaps other people would have stuck with YouTube instead of going to other similar video streaming sort of sites instead, and if YouTube would have just fixed these problems. So again, I apologize for going off topic about the rating system, but I do believe that's just a sort of a small portion of a larger problem that we're looking at. Now, I really wish, to be honest, that I could be confident in a sort of letter or email campaign to the administration of Google to say, we wish you would change the rating system because we feel that this is a problem. The only issue is that have been other and are still other similar movements to try to petition Google or rather YouTube to change certain things, and I don't think any of them have made any impact yet, and these have been going on for months now at least. So I don't want to be a cynic and sort of say, oh, it won't work, but at the same time, I will say don't go into this with high hopes. To be realistic, we have to look at the fact that YouTube has yet to change some fundamental, larger issues that have been plaguing it for quite some time. The rating system is definitely something that people have been critical of for some time, and hopefully it will change soon, but I just don't think it'll happen anytime in the near future. But I will definitely agree with like it's 1985. I say we have the ability to state our voice and our opinion, and even though your one email or letter or whatever it is that you put out for your part of the effort will not change anything, the point of asserting your opinion or asserting your view is not to succeed in changing someone else's mind or how they work or operate. The goal of asserting yourself is simply to speak up. And that way you cannot be held accountable for not taking responsibility. You did your part, you made your voice heard, and that's all that can be asked of you. You're not holding a gun to anybody's head, you're not going to change their mind, but if you put forth an intelligent and well thought out message, there's nothing else you can do. You've done your part. So that's just basically my 2 cents on this situation. Again, I do agree that the rating system definitely needs some change. I don't know how exactly it should be done because it is a slippery slope in terms of trying to block or track people, because it does get into the privacy, the general privacy acts throughout most governments these days, most organizations that watch these types of systems. The tracking and at times blocking of certain things does go beyond most privacy laws. I mean, the blocking of a user that's done by an account holder at YouTube is totally fine, but once you get to where YouTube itself as the organization gets into the tracking of information, that is a really big can of worms that YouTube likely doesn't want to get into. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video and my point of view on the whole situation. Please check out Like It's 1985's video on this topic and leave your own comment or do a video response to weigh in on the subject, and let's get this discussion going because it's definitely valid. I mean, we all are familiar with the rating system, and so it is something that is part of YouTube. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.